Hey, hi everybody.
Hello. How
Hello.
is everyone out there?
Yes, and I'm sure you are just happy, happy, happy campers.
If not, that's our goal
Yeah, right.
to get on that energy.
We were again chit-chatting, and we were talking about the divine feminine. And what we mean by that is the divine energy of the feminine, of the woman. And in a macro approach to it, this is the time
Hmm.
when we are all looking for that divine feminine energy to come
Yeah.
and to be just spread out through our planet.
Yeah, even if we don't realize it, that's the balance, right? The divine
Yes.
feminine and divine masculine. And we've been in a very patriotic, whatever that word is, society for so long.
Yeah.
And wasn't it the Dalai Lama or the Buddha or somebody said that, it's the Western woman that's going to
Save the world.
save the world. And what does that even mean? Because the true divine feminine, not any conflict, him against her kind of thing, it's not about that.
Right.
But it's the nurturing aspect that's missing right now, where there's so much separation going on
Yeah.
and our minds are bombarded with it,
Yeah.
where we both feel that it is this would be like the medicine of the world
Mm-hmm.
to bring back or to do our part to bring back the divine feminine energy in perfect balance with the divine masculine, right, as
Perfect.
partners. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And Billy and I said we were talking about doing a video on this, and we both agreed that we would be totally unhinged on it. We would express our true feelings about it and not be concerned about what others think. We both felt that we are worthy, and we feel you are all worthy to at least be exposed to what we think. Not that we're the experts, but it may cause you to think about the divine feminine. And Billy and I have been on this path of the divine feminine for a number of years,
Yeah, teaching it,
teaching it
sharing.
and discussing it.
Hmm.
And honestly, we both felt that we were on a roll here with the divine feminine, that things were going well. I mean, and then all of a sudden, what happened? And I said, I feel there was hijacked.
Hmm.
And I could name specific reasons for why it was hijacked, but I don't want to lower the energy to that level.
Thank
But
you.
I just felt it was hijacked. And so
Hmm.
we are saying, okay, that doesn't mean it's hijacked forever. Let's be aware, let's talk about it, and let's talk about the importance of the divine feminine. This is a gift, and for whatever reason, I'm really tuned into this. And it's so nice that I can share my viewpoints with Billy, and she shares hers,
Hmm.
and we're both on the same page.
Yes, we are. And ladies, I love sharing this
Yeah.
because here is a gentleman, a man that understands and honors that. He understands what the divine feminine is. And earlier we're sharing this beautiful analogy of what does that even mean for us to allow the feminine, the divine, to feel good about ourselves, our bodies, right? That was the whole
Yes.
conversation about how,
Yeah.
I mean, he hit it right on the head. Women, I don't know if we're conditioned or what. We could be as beautiful as anything, but we don't feel good about ourselves. We look in the
Right.
mirror and instinctively go right to what's wrong,
Yeah.
right?
I saw a picture, to give you an explanation of this. I saw a picture a while ago on YouTube. Let me turn this down.
Yeah. Songs changed. It was a good song.
Um,
But yes, that
the
video.
picture was a group of women, about 50 women of all ages and sizes, standing in an open field, raising their hands to the Creator or the sky or whatever, who knows. But they were standing there naked. And the picture was from the back. And it was so powerful that these women were proclaiming to the universe their divine feminine, that they were proud of their bodies. They were proud of themselves. And they were standing there offering themselves their divine feminine energy of love and nurturing to the world. And when I saw that picture, I thought, yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I call that rocking the goddess.
Yeah.
They were rocking the goddess.
They were.
More power to them. That's
So,
awesome.
and it seems like all of a sudden it just went poof. And something has happened. I'm not really seeing it on a grand scale anymore. And I keep focusing on the nurturing. This world needs to be nurtured. Men and women need to be nurtured. In other words, we need to be loved unconditionally, like a mother loves her child and she brings the child to her breast and feeds that child unconditionally.
Yeah, that feeling, right?
That
Just
feeling.
when you tap into that energy.
Absolutely.
What
And
is-
and
oh.
I honestly think that so-called powers to be tapped into that, and they didn't like it.
Yeah.
And so they, in their crafty ways, started to suppress women and society. That no, this world doesn't need nurturing; it needs more control. And I realize I'm on tender territory here, but that's okay. I don't give a rip. I really feel this is a time we need that divine feminine energy. We need women, especially women, and that feminine side of men to stand up and say, all right, the men are with you, women. We are going to nurture as a man can nurture his children, his society, his partner. We need to stand up and offer our divine feminine side of us, because when men are balanced right, they have that female and male energy rather than one or the other. It's a balanced energy. And so I send to all the women out there that I say, hey, we need your divine feminine energy. We need your nurturing.
Yes. And in perfect balance, I know what probably was evoked with some of that was the feeling of, yeah, but then, the women will be more bossy, that kind of thing. No, it's not about that. When women are bossy and that kind of thing, it's like everything's a mirror right now. And every relationship's a mirror. And you know what? It's got to feel good. And the true power in making this work is when, and it comes back to loving yourself and women loving themselves. When you feel good and you're in love with you and you accept you.
Yeah.
And you love you for every imperfection is perfect. You know what I mean? That whole thing, it's like, when you know you're beautiful and you're here to share your heart, your soul, and oh my God, that's just gorgeous.
And you
that's
women
sexy.
are beautiful.
Yeah.
You really
yes.
are. And it's okay. Look at yourself in the mirror. And rather than focusing on what you perceive to be imperfections, that society has told you are imperfections.
More
They're really
false
not.
stories.
Yeah, it's false.
Program.
Absolutely. You're perfect the way you are. Your soul, your mind, your bodies are absolutely perfect. And when you get into that feeling that you are perfect,
the knowingness.
The knowingness and the nurturing automatically comes out.
Yeah, then you can let go.
Yes.
Because you know.
Yeah.
You already know. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just coming around just to kind of finish off that feeling, because there's a lot of people will go into defense with a lot of that. And no, it's about loving you and being full and whole in that.
Yeah.
And then you will vibrate that energy. You will not only inspire, but now that you know you are loved, you know you are perfect, you're rocking the goddess, now you will attract that mate that will make you feel like that, because they're full in themselves and they see you rocking the goddess and they're going to rock the god in them. And now the two of you together focus forward, but being full in yourselves first and then coming together. Wow, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You're not looking for someone to complete anything. No, you're complete in yourself.
And I say this to myself, I stand in front of the mirror and I say, I love you. I really do love who I am.
I don't do that enough, but I'm going to do more. Thank you for that.
Yeah. And I think everybody,
Hmm.
you don't look at what you think are imperfections. No, there aren't any.
Yeah, we were programmed. That's
Yeah.
another conversation. We were programmed to look for what's wrong always,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
So it's the go-to because we're up here. We're not in the heart mind.
Right.
So you look in the mirror and your first go-to is, well, what's wrong with me? Let me pop that pimple or whatever. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
nose hair, whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
But,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, as you can see, we both are very pumped up about this. We've had a lot of discussions about it, and the divine feminine. I was really counting on it. I really was, because I love and appreciate women, and I love the energy that they share with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked about it publicly.
But in a balanced way.
Yeah, in a balanced way,
And a balanced
exactly.
way is knowing that you are love. You are holding the energy of the divine feminine.
Absolutely.
And even if it was put down in the past, it doesn't matter. We're all awakening and or figuring out who we are and why we're here.
Yeah.
And part of that is to bring that balance and that peace. That's power.
Yeah.
You can transcend anything negative. I don't care what's going on out there. I don't care what agenda, story, whatever you're trying to throw out. If you're rocking the goddess or the god, if you are your true self, you are so far beyond it. You're so much more than that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. They've been trying to keep you from figuring out who you are.
And I got to tell you, as a man, men love that. Mm-hmm. When a woman is herself and she puts herself out there, her divine feminine, and nurturing, especially, we all want to be nurtured, men and women. Mm-hmm. And when a woman is presenting that nurturing energy to the world and to each other, to their family, to their friends, there's nothing more beautiful than that. There really isn't. The gifts that a woman has just blow me away. They just blow me away, because, and men, I think, are striving to get to that point. Some are, and some are having a difficult time with it. I've talked to a lot of men in my life. In my work life, I was always working with men in a supervisory capacity.
Yeah, he was chief in a fire station.
Well,
in Chicago. But that's the same thing. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
There's men, there all the time.
Yeah. And so it's important that men understand that they have feelings and they can be nurtured.
Yeah.
And I talk to a lot of men, and that is one of the things that they're very concerned about that. They really are. They want to be nurtured by a woman. And well, anyway, I'm kind of drifting off the subject here, but the point I wanted to get at is to ask all of the women it's okay. Be yourself. Be your loving self. Nurture. And you nurture your children. Mm-hmm. You nurture your pets. In fact, we were just talking about that. That's a topic for another video. Mm-hmm. But how we love our pets unconditionally. We nurture our pets. Well, the men in this world need nurturing. Well, women too. It's not just men. Yeah. But we all need to be nurtured.
And in order to do that, you have to nurture yourself first.
Yes.
Right? That's where the power is.
Yeah.
Fill your cup. Bring your sexy back.
Yeah.
There's so much power and uplifting energy in that, and then share that.
Yeah. I kind of get on my soapbox about this, and I apologize in some ways for that, because I'm very, very passionate about not only the world, but I love women. I love the energy that women have. And I see it with many of my women friends. I see it with women all over. I see it with you.
And it's funny. I'm sorry for the interruption, but I could see a bunch of women, and then forming judgmental comments.
Oh, sure.
But all of that is really because you've been brainwashed or conditioned to not be in that, not to feel good about who you are. Yeah. But what I love about what Bear can do is he can go there he can find and call forth and just be love. He has that understanding. And to really own that, you have to know and accept both aspects. You know and feel good in the divine feminine and in the divine masculine.
Yeah.
And you know that that is the magic recipe, right?
Mhm.
That is peace. That is love. We're not taking, that's not going anywhere bad or south or whatever. No, it's a fact, you know? And the fact is that we've all been programmed to think any way, avenue that brings you to that point is bad,
Yes.
is evil, is a sin, is blah, 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 blah. Pretty much
Oh,
everything
yeah.
we've been taught is wrong. You know, just think about the opposite because
Yeah.
that's probably the real way.
So-
Sorry, but anyway,
No, I agree.
just my opinion.
I agree. Totally agree. It's
Yeah.
not that you and I
so-
have to agree on these videos.
No, hell no.
because, but it's really.
But we do agree on the divine feminine
Yeah,
being.
very much so.
Oh, so just think of that. God, how powerful that could be if we all now, you know, really took the time to go within and encourage whatever's supposed to come forward. And in that is the divine. We are divine. It is the divine
Absolutely.
masculine. It is the divine feminine.
But it starts with you.
And it starts with you, exactly.
Absolutely.
And if we all did that, oh my God, we could create peace.
Oh my God.
We
Peace,
could elevate,
harmony.
yeah, we could transcend all of this limiting
Yeah.
false stuff.
So I just offer, especially to all of you women and to men with their divine feminine within them, to just take the shackles off
I love it.
and express your divine
Amen.
feminine, your love, your nurturing, your kindness, and all of that.
Yeah.
It is, and women, you are blessed. You really are blessed because you were inherently given that gift. And so I offer to you to think about it, to look at yourself, and know, here's the bottom line. Know that you are worthy of this. You are absolutely worthy of being your divine feminine. You don't have to ask for permission. You are given to it. God gave you this power. And go for it, girls. Go
Yes.
for it.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, we've gone over our 10
No,
minute
but
thing.
just take note of that. Take note of that. Here is a male, and he gets it. So there's others out there too, just FYI. But you know what? We need this, and it's okay for all of us to come
Yeah.
back to that truth.
Yeah.
And this is an understanding. This is a friendship. We get it.
Yeah.
You know? But you have that around you too. So call it forth now. Own the goddess that you are, or God, goddess.
Yeah.
I don't care what sex you are. And you call forth your soul tribe and those that make you feel comfortable, where you can share your heart and your voice and
wow.
express
Beautiful.
and rock your goddess, rock your God. And let's bring peace, love, happiness, and joy back. This is how we heal everything.
Woo!
All right.
Okay, it's
Now
a
we can
wrap.
shut down. It's a wrap. Drop the mic.
Yeah,
There we go.
so no.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know. Okay, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
If you
thanks.
if you made it this long.
Yeah.
But we truly do love you.
Yeah, I love you. Just, encouraging you. We're your cheerleaders. That's
Yeah,
what
we
it
are.
is. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
all love. It doesn't matter. You're okay. Love you. I don't care. It's all good.
Okay,
Love you.
have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.